Hello, friends. Do you ever have an opinion on something where you know you're right and somebody else is wrong? So let me tell you what I've learned about opinions and being right. This apple tree behind me, it's a Fuji apple tree. It's 14 years old. It's our first apple tree. We're learning, figuring it out. So about 4 years ago, as this apple tree was stronger and had more apples on it, my husband started thinning them. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, you're supposed to thin the apples. And I'm like, you're wasting them. I didn't think that was a good idea at all. And so I went and looked it up. And sure enough, it says it's a good idea to thin. But I still didn't 100% believe that because I thought that was a waste, especially when a couple weeks later, he's thinning them some more. And I'm seeing what looked like hundreds of apples on the ground. Okay, there were a lot, but I didn't count them. And I'm like, okay, why are you doing this? And so every time he would thin the apples, I was like, oh, that's not a good idea. So the next year, he said, you can do the apples yourself. And I'm like, good, good, because I can do it better, is what I was thinking. And so that year, 3 years ago, I swear, this was the year this apple tree had tons of apples on it, like the most it's ever had. And I spent hours thinning the apple tree. It still wasn't even doing 100% thinning, but I was taking them off because they were in clusters of 3 and 4. And so I would cut them off while I listened to a podcast or something, trying to make it enjoyable. And again, I would look up and I'm like, oh, I would look at the ground and I had cut off a lot of apples and it was still an endless supply of apples that needed to be trimmed. So I did the best I could that year. The next year, there weren't as many apples. So I didn't have to worry. This year, I got smart and I asked my husband, hey, would you help me thin the apple tree? And he did. But my monkey brain was watching him and he was also cutting branches. And I'm like, what are you doing in my head? But I've since learned, no, it's okay for him to be him and I'm going to be me. And it's not a problem. So I thinned like not 100%, but mostly. And he did his stuff. And guess what? The apple tree is going to be great. And I've learned since then that the apples get bigger when you thin them. So we're going to have some beautiful apples this year. And I've taken care with the organic spray and stuff. So they're not eaten alive by worms like they have in the past. So it's a work in process. But in that 4 years, like 4 years ago, I was determined my way was best. And that's where I was in my relationship with him. A lot of arguments because I had an opinion and I wanted him to know that I was right. Since then, I'm given up the need to be right, and it is the best thing ever. So my question to you is, do you want to be right all the time? And why? Or even sometimes, why? What value does it add? What good does it do for you? Let other people have their opinion and you can have yours. And what if you don't need to be right anymore? This is a huge game changer in my relationship with my spouse. And we've been married almost 37 years, and there's so much to celebrate because it just keeps getting better and better as we've both learned to listen more and we don't have to prove, I don't have to prove I'm right. As I've changed, he's changed. And so there's so much to celebrate. I just wanted to share this with you because a lot of times we think we can control what other people think. We think we can convince them that our way's right. But what if it's okay if they have their opinion and we let them, as Mel Robbins would say, let them have their opinion and let me have my opinion. And it's not a problem. Practice this, my friends. Check in and ask yourself, wait, why do I want to be right? And what do I want more instead? I want connection more than I want to be right. And so next year we'll thin the apple tree and he'll do what he thinks is best and I'll do what I think is best. And it's not a problem because in the end, things work out. So much to celebrate on this self-discovery of us figuring out what we can let go of that no longer serves us. So what if you can let go of the need to be right and to listen more and to seek to understand and to let others have their opinion? And what if it's not a problem? So much is possible when we change the dialogue in our mind. We're the author of our story. And if you're not writing your story, somebody else is. So what are you telling yourself? And what do you want to be telling yourself? What's the results you want in your life? Are you ready to start doing self-care and making yourself a priority and empowering yourself by letting go of stuff that no longer serves you? And that's what I do. Help empower you and help lift you and help build you and cheer you on to help you see what's possible and become the version of you that you want to be. It's the best thing ever, my friends. I'm Wendolyn Davis, and my life has never been better. And that's why I love working with others to help empower them to see what's possible for them. And it's so awesome, the testimonials and the results that other people are getting because they're doing the work. I'm not doing it. I'm just showing them what's possible and helping them develop strategies so that they can kick butt on their obstacles and fight their demons and dragons. Are you ready? Are you ready to uplevel your life and take your power back where you've given it away and to become the best version of you that's possible? So sign up for that free consult and let's get going. See you in the next video. Bye.